awesome master instructor, Mitch Minnick.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We got a good volunteer support staff going, and a lot of you guys are regular. You know, we're going to do something a little bit slightly different today. Basically, we're going to try the form going really slow in order to be able to figure out how we're going to maintain balance when we make a move, so that we can always be in center and in the moment. So you might have been with me for 5-6 years already, and this is going to still be challenging. You might be a beginner and it will still be challenging. So the whole idea, the challenge really is bringing your mind into this moment, because if your mind is not in the moment, it will be very, very difficult to maintain your balance. So having said that, you can do the class standing or sitting, make it work for you. Don't overdo it, just do what you can and enjoy the time. And don't get frustrated if you're not doing something just right, because whatever you're doing is absolutely perfect in every way, just as you are perfect in every way. When you get out of your head, you get into the moment, this is home base. This is where you come from. So there's no place like home. So having said that, let's start with a little vibration exercise. So bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. And as you're doing this vibration through the whole body, we're trying to wake up all the energy centers. So let's this helps improve the flow of energy throughout the body. You just need to shake things up a little bit, and too much sitting breeds stagnation. And mosquitoes love stagnant water, so we don't want to have any stagnation here. Just keep it moving, and it'll all be well oxygenated and keep the mosquitoes away. Now, when you're bouncing the knees, shaking the palms, add a little wiggle of the hips. And then shimmy the shoulders, and then bobble the head. Let yourself be all shook up. Let everything relax. All right, feel it, feel the body. Now stop, feel the tingling in your body. Yeah. So, what I like to do is start with 3 heart opening breaths, palms in front of the abdomen, sink into the back of the calves without leaning forward. You just sink straight down. So when you inhale, we open the chest and stretch, and exhale, sink straight back down again, keeping the shoulders over the hips through the nose. Inhale and stretch, yeah, and exhale, get right into that stretch. It's really good for you. One more time. Inhale. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinge at the hips, drop the arms, let them just dangle, keep the back straight so you're not curving the spine. So when you inhale, feel the body expand. When you exhale, just relax a little more deeply into that stretch for the back of the legs. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale even more deeply for that stretch in the back of the legs. 1 more. Inhale and exhaling even more deeply into the stretch. Now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. When you exhale, then we straighten up. Let's go right into balance of plate exercise. So let's step forward with your right foot. Put both palms out. Take the left palm, put it behind you. We're going to make 2 circles, 2 breaths. So everything's up and down. You always want to keep from trying to lean over, so you want to be in balance. So we want to sink into a squat. From here, we inhale, we rise, pull the palm into the chest, elbow and shoulder up, bend the wrist, circle the palm underneath the armpit, point to the side. When you exhale, stretch to the side through the bicep, and we come straight down. So you notice you're keeping your center, but the hip is offline a little bit. Well, that's so the body can keep in balance. Now we gyrate the hip and the arm goes the opposite way, and bend the elbow to go over the head. So inhale, come over the head, and we rise. And exhale, we sink, all the while keeping the palm facing the sky. Let's try that again. So it's inhale, keeping the palm up, and exhale, stretch. That's circle 1, breath 1. Number 2, inhale over the head, and exhale, complete circle 2, breath 2. Let's do that one more time. So it's inhale, and exhale, inhaling, and exhale. Just all gyrations and circles. That's great for the joints. Come bring this foot back. So what we're doing, we're in this squatted position. So you're going to lean over onto your left leg and straighten it as you inhale. Let your right foot come in. I mirror teach, so don't freak out. And again, we're going to go to your left side. So you straighten the right leg as you inhale. Step off to the left heel toe and exhale. settle in with the palm face out. We're in the squat, so inhale, we rise, and inhale initiates. So inhale, we rise on the initiation. We get the elbow and shoulder up, bend the wrist, circle, and exhale concludes and stretches. Now gyrate the hip as you inhale, doing your best to keep the palm facing skyward. And exhale, come on back. It's a dynamic stretch. In other words, it's moving. Inhale, underneath the arm, and exhale, stretch. Inhale, over the head, and exhale. Let's do one more of these. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, we're going to bring the foot back. We're in the squat, right? So lean over to your right leg and straighten it as you inhale. Left foot glides in. And exhale, sink. Now we're ready to do the next one. And that's both hands at the same time. We're in the squat. So you lean to your left and straighten the left leg because we take a half step to the right on the inhale. And exhale, we settle in, lean over to the right, straighten it as you inhale, half step to the left. And exhale, sink into this deep horse riding stance. So 2 circles, 2 breaths, it's just the right and the left together. So when you inhale, we rise, open the chest, circle your arms, and exhale, we sink and stretch. Now when you inhale, we rise, drag those palms underneath the armpit, and exhale, sink and stretch. Then inhale, back underneath the arm, and exhale, sink and stretch. Over the head we go. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, now let's shorten this to just 2 circles, 2 breaths. So first one, inhale to the chest, elbow and shoulder up. And exhale, stretch, keep the shoulders over the hips. And inhale, over the head. And exhale, we're always looking to protect the spine. One more time, inhale. And exhale, so try not to bend the spine. Inhale, over the head, curve the spine. Don't do it. And exhale, sink straight down. Good. Now, we're going to return our feet. So you lean to your left and straighten the left leg as you inhale. The right foot glides in that half step. Exhale, sink, lean over to the right. As you inhale, straighten the right leg. The left foot comes and their feet are together. As you exhale, we just soften the knees because we're all finished with that warm-up move called balance the plate exercise, which is part of the 4th and 5th form. Now, we're going to do this very, very slow so you get a feel for balance. So it's a challenge for me, and I've been doing this for 24 years. And all it takes is bringing your mind into the moment in order to maintain your balance. If you're thinking about something and not here, you'll never be able to do it. So you have to just be here. So it's a great exercise. It's a great mind-body exercise of bringing the mind into the body so you're centered and grounded. That's where I come from. So feet are together, knees are soft, palms are in front of the abdomen. This is the first form. When we inhale, we're reaching out to the side. Shoulders stay over the hips. When you exhale, we sink and the shoulders stay over the hips. We just come straight down. Then while we're stretched out, you feel your lower back here when you sink down because you're trying to keep your back straight. You roll the palms slowly as you go up, lifting up, stretching. You can feel the forearm stretch. And lifting up, bring the palms together. And it's a nice stretch through the core. You feel your stomach, your abdomen. When you exhale, we sink as you pull the fingertips till they come down just below the chin. Now when you inhale, we rise and you bring the elbows to shoulder height and lift your midsection up. Yeah, stretch. And then exhale, we sink as the palms float back down to about where we started from. Now that takes us to the second form. We're going to step off to the right, just like we did in the warm-up. So you shift your weight over into, we're in the squat, you shift your weight over onto your left leg and straighten it as you inhale. We're going to take a step 45 degrees out to the front, heel toe, and exhale. Now when you settle in, we're sinking into this squat, and the palm is face down towards the inside of your thigh, and the shoulders remain over the hip. Now, notice I'm not going to circle my arm, I'm going to circle my hip, and my arm will just follow the rotation. So I'm not really moving my arm, it's just staying in center. So we're going to make this circle. So go with me. So inhale, we rise as we come up. We're making this circle with the hip. And exhale, we sink. Maybe your arm goes just a little bit, but not very much at all. Now we're done with that, so we're going to bring this foot back. So you lean over onto your left leg and straighten it on the inhale. The right foot glides in, and exhale, we sink. Now we're ready to do the left side. So we straighten the right leg as you inhale. Take a step out, heel toe, slowly, and exhale, sink. All right, you're starting to get the balance idea. And the palm is towards the inside of your thigh, and then we just gyrate the hips. So inhale, we're rising. And exhale, we're sinking as we do the same gyration. Okay? Now we're done, so we're going to bring our foot back. So you center yourself over on your right leg as you inhale and straighten it. The left foot glides in. When we exhale, we sink. Now we're ready to do the third form. And we're going to stand on one leg, balance on one leg, and bring our arms from side to side. Well, we have a little crutch, and that'll be the other leg will be there for support. So we're going to start with our right leg. So we're going to carry this big ball to one side. And the reason I say carry a big ball is because our palms are moving about the same distance apart from each other. Inside palm is always face up. Outside palm is always face down. So let's bring them over to the right. And we're in the squat. So inhale, we rise. One leg, bringing this other foot around, and exhale, we sink. And the other foot is just there for support, a brace. And we just rose up and came down, all doing it on one leg. And that's where you start to develop strength. Next move, on the inhale, we carry our palms over to the side as we rise, all the way over to the left. And then on the exhale, we return it right back to the left side, or to the right side. And then we're all done with this side. So we inhale, we rise. We're going to lower the arms and straighten out the legs. And exhale, we sink into the squat again. Now we're going to do the left side. So we inhale, we rise, stand on the left leg and straighten it, and carry the palms over to the left. And exhale, settle into a squat, all on one leg. The other foot's there for support. So 70 to 90% of the weight is on one standing leg. So on the next breath, we inhale, we carry the palms over to one side. And then on the we're rising, and on the exhale, we're sinking and bringing the palms back to where we initiated. Now we bring them back to center, so because we're done with this side. So inhale, we rise, straighten the left leg, let the right foot come in, and exhale, sink, and we're in this squat. Now we're ready to do the fourth form, which is just like we did in the warm-up. Instead of 2 circles, 2 breaths, it's now 4 circles, 4 breaths. So we lean over to our left, because we're going to step out to the right, just like we did in all the others, the warm-up and the second form. So we straighten it, come out heel toe, exhale, settle in with the palm face up and just come straight down. We're in the squat, yeah. Now we're going to bring this arm behind us and make a circle, so we rise. So inhale, we rise, keep the shoulders over the hips, circle the arm all the way around, and exhale, we sink into this squat. Now the next circle underneath the arm. So inhale, we just simply rise, keeping the shoulders over the hips, drag the palm underneath the armpit, circle it. When we exhale, we sink and extend the arms straight out in front of us. Shoulders are over the hips. Now, when you inhale, we rise, come underneath the arm, lift the elbow and shoulder up, circle the palm, point to the left, right, and exhale, we sink. Now the hip comes over to the side because we have this center line of balance here, like a pole, and we're going to gyrate around the pole. So inhale, we bring this palm face up, bend the elbow as we rise, keeping the palm face up the best you can, and when we exhale, we sink right back down to our starting position. All right, so let's try it a little different. We're going to bring the arm behind us. So inhale, we rise, bring the arm around behind, circle it, and exhale, we sink and stretch. Then inhale, underneath the arm, we rise, and exhale, we stretch. Inhale, back underneath the arm, and exhale, we stretch. Hip goes one way. Now we gyrate the hip. Inhale, we rise slowly, coming up, keeping the palm facing the sky. Exhale, we sink. Okay, now let's bring this foot back. So lean over to your left leg and straighten it on the inhale. Right foot glides in. And exhale, we sink. Now to keep it in balance, we're going to do it 2 times on the other side too. So inhale, we're going to rise, straighten the right leg, step off, heel toe, and exhale, settle in with the palm face up. First circle's behind the back. So inhale, we rise, bring the arm around behind, circle it all the way around, and exhale, we sink, so keep the shoulders over the hips. Feel it really nicely in the hip here. Now inhale, we rise as you drag that arm, that palm underneath the armpit, elbow and shoulder up so you have room. Point the fingers to the front, and then exhale, sink back into the squat. Next one, inhale, we rise, come back underneath the arm, elbow and shoulder up, stretching down through the side here. Circle the palm, and exhale, doing your best to keep the palm face up as you stretch it out. Then when you go over the head, keep it face up. So inhale, this is circle number 4, over the head. And exhale, we sink right back down. Now let's do this again, so we have it twice like we did on the right side. So inhale, bring the palm around, circle it. And exhale, sink and stretch. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink. Inhale, we rise, come underneath the arm. Exhale, we sink. Inhale, gyrate and come over the head. And exhale, we sink. Now we're done with the left side. So we're going to bring our foot back on this 4th form. So you lean over to your right leg as you inhale, straighten the right leg. Left foot glides in and exhale, sink. Okay, now we're ready to do the 5th form, and that's both hands together. So we're in the squat. Take a half step to the right. As you inhale, we straighten the left leg, half step, and exhale, sink. Now slowly lean over to the right as you inhale and straighten the right leg. So you're on balance. Take a half step to the left, and exhale, sink into this deep squat. Yeah, we're going a little bit slower than normal. Palms are face out. We're in this squat. 4 circles, 4 breaths. 2 more than we did in the warm-up. The first one's behind the back. So inhale, we rise. Circle the arms all the way around, keeping the shoulders over the hips. And exhale, we sink straight down, palms behind us. Feel it in your back. It's a nice stretch. Now, number 2 is underneath the arms. So inhale, we rise, bend the elbows, and circle it, bend the wrists, circle the palms, point to the front. And exhale, complete circle 2, breath 2, as we stretch out in front of us. Shoulders are over the hips. Now, next one is like we did in the warm-up. So inhale, we rise, palms into the chest, elbow and shoulder up, circle the palms, point to the side, and exhale, sink and stretch to the back. Over the head we go. Inhale, crisscross over the head. And exhale, we sink right back down to where we started from. Now, we're done with this side, so we're going to shift our way over onto our eyes. Right foot comes in, exhale, we sink, lean over to the right as you inhale, straighten it. Left foot comes in, and exhale, sink. Now we're ready to do the 6th form, which is your homework assignment, to do this about 3-4 minutes every day, or just do it with the form one time and you'll be fine. So you push the belly out and tuck the belly in. So when we inhale, we rise, push the belly out, put the thumbs on the belly button. When you exhale, tuck the belly in and sink. Now it's one stretch. So inhale, push the belly out and stretch as we rise. When we exhale, tuck the belly in, squeeze it all the way to the backbone as we sink. And that's all there is to the 6th form. The 7th form is called dragon looks up to the sky, because that's what the dragon does in this form. So when we inhale, we rise, the palms float up to eye height, we straighten the legs, pinch the first 3 fingers, flay the other 2. When we exhale, we sink, bend the knees, and tuck the knuckles to our kidneys, our lower back. Now, when you inhale, we drag the knuckles up our rib cage into the armpits. When we exhale, we sink and fold the elbows over the fingers. Now here it is. This is where the dragon looks up to the sky. So when you inhale, we squeeze the shoulder blades as we rise. Lift the chin up to stretch the thyroid in your neck, stretching through the abdomen. And exhale, we sink as you lower the palms straight down. Shoulders remain over the hips. 8th and final form is called raising the power. So we're going to gather the energy of the earth and tuck it into our body. So when you inhale, the palms float out, gathering earth's energy into them. Draw them into your body. Draw this energy into your body. When you exhale, sink and tuck it into your lower abdomen, your second chakra, 2 inches below the belly button and 2 inches deep. It's a major energy center where we accumulate and store energy. Now that was the seventh form. The eighth form, the final thing we do is just bow to acknowledge this wonderful energy that's inside of us and all around us, and it's really just a nice stretch from the back of the legs. So when we inhale, we rise, bring the palms to prayer posture, straighten the legs. When you exhale, lock those knees, hinge at the hips, and come on down to stretch your lower legs, or the back of the legs, excuse me. One more breath, inhale. And exhaling, relaxing a little more deeply into that stretch for the back of your legs. Doesn't that feel good? Mm-hmm. Now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. When you exhale, then we straighten up so we're not curving the back at all. And let the palms drop down. Lower your eyes to the earth. And just bring your mind into the moment by not thinking too much. Just staying here for 15 seconds. Just being present. Okay, how was that for you? We did it pretty slow. It wasn't too much slower than what we do, but it was slower. And the whole idea is to get you a feel. So just know, in order to maintain your balance, in order to step off, you have to have your body to maintain the balance. Because if you're thinking, you'll never do it. It's like using a cell phone and you're walking along and there's a curb there, you don't see it, and you step off and you fall because you didn't see the curb. This happens to a lot of people. They're not into what they're doing, and there's no this is where it's safe in home to be here now. And did you know that you can be here no matter what, no matter where you are, at any time, at any moment, and no matter what you're doing? The hard part is figuring out how to be here all the time, 100% of the time, and that just goes with practice. So as you start practicing this, you start getting it, and boy, do you feel good about yourself, which is the most important thing. Speaking about feeling good about yourself, let's put our hands on our shoulders, sweep down to the toes with a positive affirmation, saying it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. Oh, yes. Let's do another one saying, I'm okay just the way I am. Ready? I'm okay just the way I am. Let's do one more saying, I like myself just the way I am. Ready? I like myself just the way I am. And you should. You're so perfect in every way. Now, let's do a little body tapping really quick, and then we'll go into a relaxation, and then we'll come back up and try to form a little bit faster pace. So we're going to tap around our eyes. You might want to remove your glasses for a moment if you're wearing glasses. And why don't we take a sip of water right now? How about that? That's so good for us. Yeah. All right, now, starting with the top of our head, take your fingers and tap all around the flat bone here. And do your crown. Come on down behind the head where the head bone touches the neck muscle, right in there. And then just come behind the ears, that's the bony part. Staying on the bone, come above the ears. Now go right on top of the ears, up and down the ears, just to stimulate them a little bit, and then pinch them just gently. And then all around the temples, We're stimulating all the energy centers that runs through the fascia, the connective tissue. And then all around the forehead, we have 366 little energy balls throughout the body, energy centers, and they coordinate and direct traffic. And then come right in between the eyebrows, just up a little bit. This is your sixth chakra, a major energy center. And then on the top of the eyebrows, all around the eyebrows, outside corners of the eyes, come on down below the eyes, on top of the eye sockets, come straight down below the nose on the upper level of the gum line. Staying on the gum line, let's come up to the back teeth, then back down to the front, come down to the lower level, same thing, come on up, and then back down, then all around the chin, Come underneath the jaw, and then come right up the jaw, behind the jaw, below the ears, there's some soft tissue in here. This is glandular. Now we do scrunchy face and open face, a wonderful stretch for the face. So you make a nice tight face. Let's go at the the eyes. On the count of 3, we do open face. You can make a sound, stick your tongue out. And it's a good stretch for the jaw. And then put some sound in it to put some energy into it. 1, 2, 3. Ah! 2 more times. Give it a good scratch. Tighten it up. Oh, you squeeze can. Squint the nose. Squint the eyes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give it a good stretch. 1, 2, 3. Ah! 1 more time. Give it a good stretch. You'll really tighten it up. Squint that nose. Squint the eyes. Wiggle the ears. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Okay. Feel the tingling in the face. Now drop the left ear to left shoulder, extend the right arm, thumb up, take the left hand with pressure, tap where the shoulder connects to the neck, and then top of the shoulder, top of the bicep, top of the forearm. We're tapping about 3 times in each spot. That's our tempo. Come on down to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist. Start coming up the forearm to the elbow, tricep, tricep, armpit. Go to the other side, do the same thing. Shoulder, bicep, top of the forearm, coming down the forearm to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist. Start coming up the forearm to the elbow, tricep, tricep, armpit. Okay, now upper part of the chest, so follow me. When I go ha, you go ha. It's a great way to get rid of stress and kind of open up the lungs a little bit. So tap kind of hard and shout it out. So there's nothing left to do but laugh at the end with me, okay? Because it's all about laughing anyway. You really should have a good time. So when I go ha, you go ha. If I go ha ha, you go ha ha. Ready? Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ho! Ho ho! Ho, ho, ho! He! He, he! He, 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 he! Let yourself go! You have a free license to laugh. Oh, it's just so funny just because it's funny. Come on down to the abdomen, okay? All right, now, let's do the lower back, your kidneys. All right, as you do the lower kidneys, do the tailbone, 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 buttocks, buttocks. Come on down the back of the legs. Okay, come up the insides. Go to the hips. Come on down the outsides. Come up the front of the legs. When you get to the knees, all around the knees. Then come up your thighs. Go to your abdomen, abdomen, abdomen. All right, now, let's cross our hands, put them on our shoulders, sweep down to the toes. Just say it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. Now, I invite you to sit down and join me for a little relaxation. We're going to do a guided relaxation, 3 minutes. This allows the body to absorb the energy that you've created from doing the exercise that we've done. You take a moment for yourself and get into the moment. And you just be present with the body reacting to your breath. So when you inhale, you're aware of the body expanding. When you exhale, you can feel the body completely and deeply relaxing, as if you're melting, dissolving into the earth. And while we're doing this, we're going to listen to the music called "And the Birds Were Singing." Every time you exhale, just feel yourself relaxing a little more deeply. This is just going to be a little less than 3 minutes. It's going to come really quick, the time. So you want to listen. When you listen, you automatically lower the body's vibration down, because there's a vibration that's a little flutter in the ears and kind of knocks out some of your hearing. So when you lower the vibration, you can hear a little bit better. And in lowering the vibration, you actually relax the system throughout the body, so you have a better flow of energy. And this is when the body is at its optimum state of repairing, restoring, repairing itself back to its state of perfect health. That's what the body does all the time. Now listen to the birds. See how happy they are. And see if you can hear when the woodpecker pecks wood. He's going to come 2 different times. Every time you exhale, relax a little more deeply. Did you hear the woodpecker? He's going to come again. There he is. How about the cuckoo bird? When the cuckoo bird goes cuckoo, he's going to come 3 different times, and you can hear him pretty loud. And just notice how happy and delighted the birds are. They love being here. There's that cuckoo bird. Keep listening for the cuckoo bird. Keep relaxing the body with every exhale. That cuckoo bird's going to come one more time.